Hi guys, I want to do a quick update video, and this will be an update video on the $249.99 pair of 3-pound dumbbells I purchased. And most people will probably be shocked by that price because that's a lot of money for a pair of 3-pound dumbbells. These dumbbells are unique, and what they are the Sandow Spring Grip Dumbbells, and they have springs in them that you're supposed to grip while you do dumbbell exercises. And a lot of people would probably say, well, what kind of exercise could you possibly get from lifting 3-pound dumbbells? Which seems incredibly light, but this is unique because it's a alternate form of strength training. As Miyamoto Musashi said, there's more than one way to the top of a mountain. Well, the same is true for strength training. There's many ways that you can strength train. You can do calisthenics, you can do gymnastics, you can do weightlifting, and you can do that with barbells or dumbbells, kettlebells, slam balls, maces, sledgehammers, and so on. So there's more than one way, and that's why I was interested in buying this, because I was acquainted with the theory behind it, which is the law of irradiation. And what that stands for is that whenever you have a muscle hard at work, that it will recruit the adjacent muscles. For instance, if you take your fist and you ball it up as tight as you can, not only will your finger flexors muscles contract, but so will your biceps and your forearm, and if you squeeze hard enough, even your chest will contract. And I encourage you to try that on your own because it's a unique principle. For instance, if you're bench pressing heavy weight, like double your body weight or whatever, you can squeeze your glutes. I don't know how to put this delicately, but you can squeeze your sphincter and drive your feet down into the ground. And what will happen is that the law of irradiation will take effect, and it will incorporate not only will you be lifting with your normal muscles like your triceps and your pectoral muscles, but it will even recruit the glutes and even your leg muscles, and so you become stronger. And that's one of the secrets of the old-time strongmen, is how they could lift phenomenal weight, because they weren't just using the muscles that ordinary people use. I mean, they would recruit the muscles in their entire body. So that's why I was interested in these, and I'm still exploring them. See, it only has 2 springs, and that's not enough tension for me, at least. But I wasn't too worried about it because I have both books by Eugene Sandow, his book System of Physical Training, and the other book Strength and How to Obtain It. And it talked about his students that if they were to instead of getting a heavier dumbbell, he told them to get them a heavier spring. So as soon as I read that, I realized, well, hey, I can just go get a compression spring. And that's exactly what I did. And as you can see, I added 5 compression springs to the mate for this pair. It wasn't hard to do. I went over to a hardware store called Menards, and I just went to the hardware section. I needed 10 compression springs, so I bought 10 of them, and it only cost me $1.69 each for a total of $16.90. And this was the type I bought. And on the back of it, it says it's a 1 by 1/16 by 1.5 compression. I want to show you how easy it is to remove the springs. As you can see, there's a well here, and inside the well there's 2 screws. So all you need is just a flathead screwdriver. And then if you squeeze it, the screws will come out. And then it's just a question of unscrewing it. So it's very easy to come out. So that's the original spring. And these are the replacement springs that I bought. As you can see, they're comparable in size. So I'm just going to take it, the dumbbell, put the original springs back in their wells. Then I'm going to add the other springs. And as you can see, I added 5 compression springs to this dumbbell, which becomes a problem now because this thing is hard to grip. I mean, this is a grip tool for a arm wrestler now. I mean, I'm gripping as tight as I can. I can barely budge it. But that's still good. I'm still exploring it, and like I said, I can always take off springs. Okay guys, I just want to give you an update on the Spring Grip Dumbbells I purchased for $249.99. A lot of people would probably think, why would anybody pay that much money for a pair of 3-pound dumbbells? We can get a lot cheaper ones for a small fraction of that. Well, for one reason, they're antiques. They have historical value. 2, and this is more importantly for me, is that they employ a little known principle of strength development called the law of irradiation. And the law of irradiation, it refers to how a muscle hard at work will recruit adjacent muscles. So people who are much smaller than much larger people can outlift those much larger people if they know how to employ this principle. It's a little known principle, but it exists, and I encourage you to research it. But to explore that principle further, I wanted the tools. And even though they're lightweight, when you squeeze them, it's very difficult to do, and it causes your muscles to contract. And it's a strange phenomenon. And the only way I could experience it, well, there's probably many ways I could experience it, but the way I wanted to experience it was the way that Eugene Sandow created it. So that's why I bought the expensive dumbbells. But anyway, I'm gonna have to research this for a couple weeks, and I'll do another video on it. You know, what I've discovered. But so far, it's been a good purchase. It sounds expensive, and it is. But believe me, I spent a lot more money on other exercise equipment. And one thing about this thing is very durable. There's no doubt about that. It's already withstood the test of time. And just holding it in my hands, this is a quality product. So even though it's antique, it hasn't been a bad purchase. Okay, that's all for now. It's one of the reasons I made this video is I'm practicing making videos. This is a new YouTube channel, and I'm a retiree. I'm 67 years old. I'll be 68 this year. And I probably, in my last 10 years of life, the average life expectancy for males in Ohio is only 73.3 years. And I'm already 67 and a half, so that means I got less than 6 years to go if I reach my average life expectancy. But I got a lot of free time on my hands, and I thought I'd spend this free time at least trying to improve my health which to me is the most important thing. As to if you don't survive, nothing else really matters. And the question I asked you is, how much money would you spend for another year of life, or another 5 years of life, or another 10 years of life? To me, the many thousands of dollars I spend each year on exercise equipment is a wise investment.